to the Fantasy Footballers Podcast with your hosts, Andy Holloway, Jason Moore, and Mike Wright.
Oh, welcome in.
It's TESLAA time! Ah, yeah!
That was a pretty good scream there.
All of that was pretty good. I didn't even feel like the electricity was that loud. Maybe because the intro is playing. Is that a new cut, or is that the same one?
Same one.
Oh, man. Well timed, Mike. I'm impressed.
He was ready. He is ready to
The
ascend.
only thing that made me really sad is we do our the prize picks for Friday face-off, and I can't do anything from the Thursday game.
I know.
I wanted to do JMO stuff and everything from this game tonight.
More.
It's
More.
more. No, I can't believe we got an It's TESLAA time. Of course we did. He's only in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Oh
10,
my
11,
gosh.
12 of our top 15 start-sit questions of the week.
Ooh, that's
I don't know if that's because of yesterday's show or it was already that way. I mean, we're talking Metcalf, Devin Neal, Troy Franklin, Devon Vele, Alec Pierce, Quentin Johnston, Roma Dunze, Jaden Higgins, Chris Godwin, Chris Rodriguez.
It makes sense because the matchup is there, and it's like a free entry into the
game
into
tonight.
that matchup. You're like off your waiver wire. Like
It is.
If you didn't have one of the players who are just established on your roster, you don't get in on the action. But TESLAA is like
It could also
anyone.
be-
If you wanted to pay up on the waiver wire, you get a chance.
It's a scratcher.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
100%
yeah.
TESLAA is a scratcher, and you don't always win at scratchers, but you can't win if you don't play. You know what I mean?
Well, and Brooks said it's also
Yeah.
a nice excuse to pivot from a disappointing player. Like if you're staring DK Metcalf down as a start, and then you go, "There's this dude that has this electricity drop."
Yeah. Ooh.
Who you starting?
Yeah.
So
I mean, I've played DK enough to know that I don't want to do that.
yeah, he looks like a 90s fitness instructor. Is
Yeah.
that Chuck Norris? I mean,
Goodness.
yeah, Brooks just said that drop does feel louder.
I make it 2% louder every time I push
I'm
it.
surprised we don't do the red light, or we should do yellow light while that happens. How did you not overproduce that?
Yeah.
My bad.
I mean, you overproduced everything.
Listen, I apologize.
Okay.
It should have been bright yellow through the entire studio. Get it fixed.
Little buzzers in the seat that go off when he hits it.
Yeah.
Just a little, woo,
Just
whoa.
give me a budget, boys. I'm going to make it happen.
Oh, crap. Welcome into
It's
the
too
show.
late because if he doesn't do something tonight, the world will turn on him.
Yeah, but if he does something tonight, this has to be ready for tomorrow morning.
Oh, yes.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
We have a big show for you. Starts of the week today, the fantasy forecast. Getting into week 14 matchups. It is playoff time, or just about. We're going to get you in there, or do our best to get you in there. YouTube.com/TheFantasyFootballers. You can watch the Fantasy Hitman on Sunday live this week. He will be live an hour before kickoff to get you primed with last minute. This time of year, there's a lot of last minute weather adjustments, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll be ready for you on Sunday morning. So subscribe, click the bell over there. JoinTheFoot.com is the community, all the premium in-season tools, the ultimate dashboard, support the show, get an extra episode of the show every week, the Footcast. That's at JoinTheFoot.com. It's time for news.
News and notes from around the league, presented by Progressive Insurance.
I have to start with the most mind-blowing news. It just caught me so off guard. The Ravens signed, They signed Mark Andrews to a 3-year, $39 million contract extension with $25 million guaranteed. This was a player that felt like they were actively trying to push off the roster during the offseason and draft season.
Oh, yeah. You paid Mark.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't under contract after this year. This was going to be a one-and-done situation. They're
He's
going to move
30.
on to Isaiah
only
Likely,
30.
who now Isaiah Likely is – he also is not under contract.
Oh,
after this
he's
year.
probably gone.
Yeah, he's probably gone, and Mark Andrews is the new future for the Baltimore Ravens.
Wild. Did not expect that
Nope.
at all. But an update for tonight, Amon-Ra St. Brown officially listed as questionable for tonight's game. He has not practiced at all. We are not expecting him to play. If he plays, please don't play TESLAA.
Yeah, it really...
That is a very, very important if this, then that.
I'm in full agreement, and it would create such a horrific situation.
You're in majority agreement. You're not in full agreement. I think you'd still be like, yeah, the matchup.
I'm playing him.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not going to stop me from playing him. But if Amon-Ra plays, that's just like how do you not play him? And then every cut he makes, you're going to be like, oh, no.
Yeah, there will be a re-injury chance for sure.
Man.
Woody Marks will be fine for Week 14 against the Chiefs. He was a DNP on Wednesday, but D'Amico Ryans came out and said that. Parker Washington not practicing. We are not expecting him to play, but we will monitor the practice reports. Brian Thomas Jr. with an opportunity. Britton Strange still with the opportunity. And Jacoby Myers producing quite well for just arriving to the team. And they're winning ball games. Kyle Monangai, Rome Adunze didn't practice on Wednesday. You can't play him if he doesn't play, Jay.
No, I can't. I mean, it's tough on a Wednesday. I haven't heard anything overly negative where you expect them to be gone, but it's worth paying attention to because these aren't players that have been missing Wednesday practices. These aren't veterans that you're just used to giving that Wednesday day off. So we'll pay attention tomorrow.
Jim Harbaugh said Omarion Hampton is on track and looking good for Week 14. He also said a bunch of complimentary stuff about Kamani Vidal.
Yeah.
It should be both of those guys.
He said the proof is in the pudding with the way he's played. He's played like a #1 back. And, quote, it warms the cockles of the heart to see Vidal embrace contact.
I mean, in December, this is the time of year to have the cockles of your heart warmed.
Yeah. And Vidal Sassoon is providing that for Mr. Harbaugh.
Rico Dowdle will remain the team's primary early down back, according to Dave Canales.
I mean, they're on bye, but that is an interesting piece of information to put out there.
Trey Benson, Marvin Harrison Jr. both didn't practice on Wednesday for the Cardinals. Jonathan Gannon said, quote, we'll see about Benson. And
Gannon,
into the cannon.
Oh, yeah.
Get out of my life.
The Gannon cannon.
Just
we need it.
In the sun, the moon, I don't care where.
It's funny because
that is
out
not
of our atmosphere.
Yes.
When things were looking up for the Cardinals or there was hope or optimism.
I mean, we were 2-0, by the way. You know this, right? We were 2-0.
Yeah, with
Kyler. They're now 3-9.
I was week 1 was the Saints. Well, I don't remember who week 2 was, but I thought it was like the softest opening.
It was. We played against nobody.
Yeah, the Saints were the opening matchup. Marvin Harrison Jr., how's his heel doing? Okay, says Jonathan Gannon.
He's giving no responses at all. He is. I mean, Gannon was like, all kind of rosy and kind when things had hope. And now, while your team is doing bad and you're coaching poorly, you're like, I'm a grump.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's just like, what a turd. That being said, both of these injuries seem significant. Marvin Harrison Jr., they tried to get him back in the game when he hurt his heel last week. He wasn't able to stay on the field, and now he's missing practice right now. So this is like worrisome for me. I'm not sure I would really even want to play him if he's active for fear that this is a re-aggravation. And then Trey Benson, if he doesn't play this week, he's done for the year because his 21-day window is coming up.
Big names for today's matchups. Drake London did not practice with the PCL. T. Higgins returned to a limited practice, trying to get back from the concussion protocol.
Okay.
Dalton Kincaid limited. Chris Olave didn't practice, re-aggravated his back issue. So we're monitoring that. Mike Evans, Jalen McMillan, both limited, and their 21-day windows are open. That doesn't mean they'll play this week. That was today's news and notes, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions.
Starts of the week.
Well, Mike, I'll let you kick it off with your quarterback start of the week, Week 14. It's a big one.
I will say this is a interesting and hard week for starts of the week, where it's like the no-brainers versus where you're trying to find the matchup and the good plays, the sneaky plays. It's a tougher week for it. But this week I'm going with Trevor Lawrence. I think he was one of our streamers of the week. But I think he is worth a start. We got the over-under at 48.5. That's the third highest. He has been a top 12 quarterback in 4 of the past 5 weeks. And the Colts defense, they're beatable. They're 28th in passing yards per game allowed and 27th in pressure rate, so they're not getting to the quarterback. They're not stopping the pass. Trevor Lawrence, for all of his flaws, I think that he's in play this week.
Well, my stream of the week is my start of the week. Jared Goff himself.
Jared Goff.
Highest over-under of the week. We already know about this. The Dominator himself. He can propel you into the playoffs. Dallas has been a punching bag all year long against fantasy quarterbacks. Dead last in yards allowed, but don't worry. Also dead last in points allowed.
Nice.
So we're just going to be dead last in everything, and Goff can be dead first in your lineup.
I mean, you could call that first.
Yeah.
You don't have to call it last.
No. It's going to be great. Goff's going to be awesome, regardless of the Amon-Ra situation.
Yeah, he'll be fine. The matchup is great. I'm going with Matthew Stafford. He's coming off of a week where he threw a pick 6 and another interception. They lost shockingly to the Carolina Panthers. I think it's time he's going to get that MVP odds back up over Drake May again. He's number 2 right now in the odds. The Rams have the third highest implied team total. This is a really, really cold week. Like all around the country, it's going to be games in the 20s, some snow. I love that this is just in a dome, kind of protected. He also ranks number 1 in passing touchdowns, number 2 in passer rating, and he's facing the lowest pressure rate in the NFL. The Cardinals aren't a scary defense, so I would have Stafford in my lineup this week.
At running back, I think you can play Devin Neal this week against Tampa Bay.
Whoa.
The opportunities are there. Like week 12, 74% of the snaps, 14 opportunities. Last week, 82%, and he got up to 17 total opportunities, ran a route on 71% of the dropbacks. And since week 9, the Bucs have struggled a bit against fantasy running backs. We had the Trevo game. James Cook, Bam Knight had over 15 points against this Tampa Bay defense. So it's not a ceiling play, but if you're looking for someone who's just going to get a bunch of opportunities, then Devin Neal, and still be able to do something with it, I think he's playable.
We know about the run funnel for the Buffalo defense. They're dead last in rushing touchdowns allowed, 31st in yards per carry allowed, 30th in schedule. 34th. Look, it all leads to Chase Brown of the Cincinnati Bengals against Buffalo this week. If you had the patience to stay with Brown, you've been rewarded. It was not a great start to the year. Not only was the team injured, but he was awful, and yet he's basically doubled his fantasy production from week 6 to 13 per week from where he was at the beginning of the year. I love Chase Brown against Buffalo.
All right. I'm going with Quinshon Judkins against the Tennessee Titans. If you look at the full season, the Titans are really, really bad against the run. If you look at the last month, they've been getting much better against the run. However, this is still a situation where I am absolutely playing Quinshon Judkins. It's very rare to find the Browns in favored games where you expect them to win. They are in this matchup. They're 4.5-point home favorites, and he's getting all the work. He's getting all of the red zone works. 6 rushing touchdowns inside the red zone. That's as many as Henry or Jahmyr Gibbs. Since week 6, he's the only player in the NFL with 100% of their team's carries inside the 5-yard line. So I think he's got great touchdown opportunities here in this game.
All right, a wide receiver. Okay, I got.
Oh, gosh.
Come on.
Guys.
Hit the button.
Come on. Go to Andy.
That's fine. Also, give me the camera. Guys.
Oh, this is perfect.
I mean, guys.
This is perfect.
Come on.
What could go wrong?
Come on. It's Jameson Williams. Come on.
Oh, my
Go to Jason.
It's Amon-Ra. Let's hope Amon-Ra doesn't play, guys. My wide receiver, I'm going with Michael Wilson in that.
Okay.
So the news on Marvin Harrison is negative. I don't know for sure if he plays. I'm scared to play him, but Michael Wilson still had 7 targets in a down game last week. He was still very involved. 2 out of the last 3 games, we know he was amazing. You cannot run on the Rams, like at all. Bam Knight is not going to get it done against the Los
I
Angeles
run
Rams.
from them.
Yeah, and so they're going to have to throw the ball. Jacoby's going to throw for 250 plus, and I think Michael Wilson will be the number one wide receiver at the end of this game over Marvin Harrison. If I had both and Marv was playing, I would play Michael Wilson. I just don't want people to completely go, hey, Wilson had a bad game, Marv was back, so you can't play Wilson. I don't think that's true.
At the tight end position, it's going to be insert Buffalo Bills tight end. They're playing the Bengals. We love the matchup. And I think we are the latest that I've read on Dalton Kincaid is that it's trending to be he'll be active. And I just saying, like, if I have Dalton Kincaid and I've been trying to piecemeal a tight end position from just the scraps on waivers, I would go right back to Dalton Kincaid. It carries risk because of missing time with I'm pretty sure it's a hamstring. Always risk of re-aggravation, but he's been out long enough that I think once he's back, he will have success against the Cincinnati Bengals. And should he miss, I think rolling the dice on Dawson Knox, if you're in a deeper league, does make sense.
It's because the Bengals defenders don't see tight end.
Yeah,
position.
it's somehow they don't, and which is wild because tight ends are generally humongous.
Yeah, they don't see it. You know me, I'm famous for a few sayings. Kids don't do drugs. That's one of the ones I always say that. And then I always say don't play Kyle Pitts. But this week I'm gonna say play.
What are you doing,
Kyle Pitts? Last week 8
you
targets.
You get to choose this, man.
7 for 82.
What are you doing?
I don't think London's back, and I think Pitts is guaranteed for 5 and about this many. Seattle cannot defend the tight end position either. He will not goose you, which is a big accomplishment for the tight end position.
All right, I'm going with a better tight end. I'm going to go with Brenton Strange.
Okay.
Against Indy. He returned after 2 months off with back-to-back top 5 finishes. Last week, he was on the field for 83% of the snaps, had 45 yards and a touchdown. If you're constantly getting goose eggs or you don't know what to do, you need, to have more than 5 points at the tight end position while hoping for a touchdown. I think Strange is good. He's also got a great playoff schedule coming on, and this week takes on the Colts defense that ranks 28th in schedule-adjusted fantasy points, 31st in receiving yards allowed to tight ends. So I think the matchup is good. The fact that you've got Parker Washington dealing with his injury as well, I'm happy to start Brenton Strange this week.
All righty. There you go. Kyle made all these bullet points for JMO and TESLAA. We're not using any of those. We'll take a break. We'll get into the forecast.
Fantasy Forecast, presented by Prize Picks.
It's week 14. The 49ers, Giants, Panthers, and Patriots are taking a week off. From my understanding, the Patriots actually, they wanted to play, but they couldn't find anybody with a worse record than the teams they've already played.
Right.
And they're like, I guess we'll just face nobody. It's tough, man.
It's tough. It'll be fascinating.
It's basically the top picks in the draft. Like, if you want to look at their schedule, it's the top picks in the draft. You get New Orleans and Tennessee and Cleveland and Atlanta and the Jets and the Bengals and the Giants. And
this is what we saw.
They beat Tampa Bay. That was a tough game on the road. I want to give them credit for that. They beat Buffalo 23-20 on the road. They did lose to the Raiders and Pittsburgh. But you played the schedule in front of you, so
the Patriots this year are, obviously they're playing a fourth-place schedule. You always want the fourth-place schedules. That works for, the 49ers. They got the easy schedule. They're winning games. The Patriots. Last year, this was the Commanders, and it was like, oh, how are they going to fare when it's not the easiest schedule out there, and it's tougher.
Yeah, no, I think Drake May is awesome. I think having him a part of the story this year, being a favorite as a young quarterback. We were talking about the quarterbacks that were drafted last year with Jaden and Drake May, and then Bo Nix and Caleb Williams, that's a great new crop of quarterbacks that
and J.J. McCarthy and
me. It's not quite what we've gotten this year either. Like, we have Jackson Dart, who I think excites everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Shuck has impressed me.
Tyler Shuck is
he's not
Tyler
special.
Shuck is not
No, I get
like
it.
Nobody
they will draft a quarterback because their
jersey sales are not high. That's
they're
all
in
I'm
the
saying.
top 3. But on film, I'm just I am still.
My
impressed by
son
him.
came to me the other day. I just told this to Mike.
Yep.
He's like, Dad, listen, we gotta buy Tyler Shuck cards. We gotta buy Tyler.
Buy the
He's
dip.
like, I believe in him. And I said it'll be tough because they're
Smart
going to
boy.
be at the very tippy top of the draft, maybe the number 1 pick, and Tyler Shuck is the Brandon Weeden of his generation. He is older.
Yeah.
And you have to make this judgment call right away. Do you build your franchise around him? And I just think it's going to be a hard sell because he might be more career backup type guy. I don't know. The way this year ends may determine what they do because they could trade the pick to a quarterback needy team. We already know their situation at the cap. They need more quantity of rookie contracts.
Yeah, the truth is Shuck is playing for his job right now. Because if he goes out there and wins 2 or 3 more games along the way in the last month, he's going to literally stop them from having the pick that will allow them to get, the number 1 or number 2 quarterback.
All righty, Seattle 9-3, Atlanta 4-8. That's our first matchup, and Vegas line here, Seattle -7. I made Jason and Mike at lunch yesterday.
This was funny.
I had just seen the brand new Super Bowl odds. The Rams are number 1, plus 435 or 425, whatever. And I made them try to guess the team that was number 2 in the Super Bowl to make the Super Bowl.
And we took about 10 guesses.
We nailed 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, you got
8.
You got them all.
But not number 2.
But number 2 is the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
Same division as the Rams. Over under here, 44.5. Kyle's note, birds of a different feather don't flock together. He's not feeling good about his Falcons right now. Seattle's number 1 in point differential and points per game. Sam Darnold. It has not been good for fantasy the last 4 weeks against Arizona, the Rams, Tennessee, and Minnesota.
Should be better this week.
It should be better this week. We have seen the opportunities for Kenneth Walker increase as they should because Mike he's just having a month.
But he could do, those carries inside the 5. Ken Walker could do that. He can do that just as well as Charbonnet.
I don't think that's true.
I do.
Charbonnet's been really efficient on those carries. Like, he's actually been a very good. Like, I don't blame them for doing something that's succeeding. You know what I mean? It's kind of like I want to be really upset that Tyler Algier in this same game is used. Like, come on, Bijan can do that. But also, dadgummit, Tyler Algier's good too. It sucks.
Yeah, it's it should be a game that Seattle comes out and has a good performance for fantasy. Jackson Smith and Jigba should get right back on track. It was very strange because he had been just so automatic, and last week they kind of took him away. They still took care of business. We haven't seen Rashid Shaheed at all. I mean, he's 4 for 37. You talk about Jacoby Myers.
Very strange.
Jacoby Myers in Jacksonville has done a lot. Rashid Shaheed has maybe a foot still on the plane is what it feels like. 4 for 37, and that's not like in one game. That's total since joining the team.
Yeah, he is like he plays about half the snaps. He's just not getting targets.
So decision-wise on this roster, it's not that complicated. I feel comfortable with both running backs if I had to.
Yeah, this seems
on
like
the Seattle side. You're saying both Walker and Charbonnet.
Yeah,
Okay.
just gambling that you're going to get a touchdown from Charbs. Seems like it should be one of those weeks.
And the Bijan performance last week, number 1 on the week. You'll love to see it because it had been a little bit up and down with
and they
the
let him
opportunities.
get a touchdown.
They let him, yeah.
This is very nice.
He actually, if he goes 5 or 6 games without one, he turns in a ticket, and then they let him redeem it for 1 goal line opportunity, and then Algier takes the rest of them.
Yeah.
But Drake London, if he's active, if he's back in this game, I assume you go right back to him.
I would.
It's a tough matchup. I'm hoping they don't play him this week. Just give him one more week to rest and have him come back in a better matchup.
Start of the week, Kyle Pitts. I know you guys reacted strongly, but I think it'll be fine.
It process-wise, it makes sense. What's hard about Kyle Pitts is the process is just, it doesn't matter to him. He doesn't care about our stats and when he's supposed to be good. He just is like, I'll be good, once every 6 games or so.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I tried to pick him up to play him this week because I don't have George Kittle.
Yeah, no, it makes sense, and I'm not messing around with anybody else.
Yeah, I agree.
Darnell Mooney, he's not done it. Kirk Cousins he's not. I mean, he's on the way out. Yeah. I mean, it's quite clear the arm is not the same, and that's changing a lot of the decisions. He's throwing 20 out of 24 passes under 10 yards. It's gross. Yeah. So there you go.
It's always a bummer to
watch
the decline.
Happily play Seattle's defense.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Cincinnati 4-8, Buffalo 8-4.
Ooh.
This is a huge game.
Palindrome game.
Huge game. I mean, we have Buffalo 5.5-point favorites. The over-under is 53.5.
Nice.
The line opened to 51.5, so it's gone up. I think maybe, based on that news today, we'll get T. Higgins back. If you're limited on Wednesday, there's a decent chance you could be cleared by Friday, and so that would be big for the Bengals.
It was interesting news because as of Tuesday, it still felt very, very negative that T. Higgins was not going to be able to, but limited on a Wednesday, that should bring you some optimism.
So what are your start-sit challenges in this one, Mike?
I don't know that there's really any challenges because the Bengals are always easy. It's everybody, it doesn't matter about the matchup. And then the over on the Bills, Josh Allen and James Cook, of course. And I like Dalton Kincaid. I like Dalton Kincaid in general, but I really, really like him this week should he get back. And we the wide receivers still have not provided us any value, which is it still doesn't make sense that Josh Allen can do Josh Allen things without wide receivers.
Yeah, this game is pretty important to Buffalo too, right?
Yes.
I mean, Cincinnati needs it for their best shot at – I think there's a legitimate chance Cincinnati makes the playoffs. I really, really do. I mean, they have – if they get through Buffalo, they control their destiny at home against Baltimore, right? You get to face your division mate. Then you play Miami and Arizona. Okay. Then you play Cleveland. So, these next 2 weeks are going to determine everything, but if they win them both, I think they're going to make the playoffs.
And I think the division record is quite good. Let me go double check that.
Yeah, I think they're 3-1 in the division.
I think they're the best record.
So they're
Thanks, Joe Flacco. Mike Tomlin's not happy.
I have I've seen some of the playoff estimators and the matchups, and it is realistic that the Bengals could make the playoffs. Even if they lose this game, they still could in a somewhat realistic way.
Jason, Mike mentioned that Yoshi Voss was, a backup option if T. Higgins misses the game. With a high over-under like this, I don't mind you trying to get a piece of that. At 53.5, I would understand it. Makes sense to me.
I was a little surprised to see that the over-under went from 51 to 53.5. You could throw in snow, but there should be snow in this game. Very, very cold weather, 20 degrees. So, I could see this turning into, a James Cook fest slowdown game as well. So to me, Yoshi Voss, especially with Tinsley getting a bunch of targets last week, I'm not as excited, but obviously the game environment could end up becoming Josh Allen versus Joe Burrow. Whoever has the ball last wins the game because they just keep scoring. That's what the hope is.
And play Higgins if he's active.
I would,
for sure.
Tennessee's 1-11. They take on the 3-9 Browns. Oh yeah.
Who did Tennessee beat? Yeah, I know the answer. Our Arizona Cardinals.
There's a reason I'm wearing a Diamondbacks hat today. The Tennessee Titans 1-11 with an implied point total in this game of 14.5.
Blarf.
The Browns are 4.5-point favorites. The over-under is 33.5.
Oh, blarf.
How low can you go?
Whew.
Well, Tennessee has the number 1 pick right now. Cleveland the number 5 pick right now. All right. This is not great. There's only been the over-under is 33.5?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, this is so Cam Ward has looked better over the last month than he did the beginning of his career. But on the road with frigid temps against an unstoppable pass rush from the Cleveland Browns, I don't know how Tennessee can score.
No,
like,
I mean,
they're implied 14.5 points. Like how? How are they getting 14?
I'm playing the
points?
Cleveland defense, and then I benched all my other players. That's all I'm playing.
Right.
You guys said you had to set legal lineups yesterday. That's legal to me.
Right. It's illegal to have a full lineup and add this defense.
No, I mean, it's going to be good. Jason, your start of the week, Quinshon Judkins, should get on track here in this one. Shedeur Sanders is a winnable game, but I'm not going to play you, and I'm not going to play your wideouts. The only player I will consider on this team outside of Judkins is Fannin. I think Fannin is worth playing, on pace for over 100 targets, had the big touchdown from him last week. I think I'm comfortable with Fannin. I don't know if you guys are in the same boat with the low over under, but I
am uncomfortable with it, but I understand it.
Fannin is good.
Yes.
And he's a rookie. That's what basically that's it. It's like, hey, a talented player at a position where you're struggling for options, I'm okay with it, but I'm not excited. I mean, I obviously, like Brenton Strange, my start of the week, I would start over Fannin.
And this makes it really easy. Don't play any Titans. None.
Correct.
Don't play any of them. Don't play running backs. Don't play tight ends. Don't play wide receivers. Don't play quarterbacks. Pretend the Titans are on bye.
The only player that you could play would be Jimmy DK if you are in a return yards league. That's it.
Well, yeah. I love that DK gave us the wide receiver 10 against Seattle, and I was like, okay, we've seen some flashes of life here. 3 top 16 performances in 5 games. His reward for those that had the courage, negative points.
I will say, if you want to say something about the Titans, talk dynasty, talk Gunnar Helm. Chigakonkwo will be gone. Gunnar Helm is shown. If you watch the tape, looks pretty good to me. Has had 4, 6, and 6 receptions since the bye. It takes time for tight ends to get going. Dynasty leagues, he's worth rostering. The Commanders are 3-9. The Vikings 4-8.
People are gonna go to that game.
That other one, the Browns one.
Yeah.
Thousands.
People are gonna spend
tens of thousands
money and their time.
I just have.
And they're gonna go to that.
I've got 2 words for them: hot toddies.
Yeah.
Hot toddy.
Hot toddy.
And it's
on a lot of them.
Do you think they just serve those at every hot dog stand?
Yeah, doubles.
Just a hot toddy machine.
It's going to be freezing. And this is just it's mean. It's downright mean.
It's not okay
that the NFL is allowing this to happen.
At least this is close to our somebody called it the dung bowl. This is close to the battle, like in bad weather between the 2 worst teams. Like, this is a fair punishment.
Yeah, this why isn't it snowing heavily in this one? This is where the snow should go.
Yeah, move the snow to the worst teams. But I don't want to talk about this one anymore.
Okay.
The Commanders are 3-9. The Vikings 4-8. Minnesota 2.5-point favorites. The over/under is 42.5. I guess it's part of our job to be hyperbolic and overstate things and say something entertaining. I don't know how untrue this is. This might be your career, JJ. In a real way.
This game.
This game and the following couple games, but this one in particular, if you're at home against Washington, you want to be. This is the game that decides if you're a career backup or not. I really think so.
Well, he couldn't ask for a better get-right game.
Well, next week is Dallas.
Well, sure. I mean, Dallas.
This combo here.
But for the offense to be able to get moving right now, the Commanders. I mean, their defense has not shown up this season, and I don't even blame it on the Jaden Daniels injury and the offense putting them in bad situations. Mariota's looked good. Mariota's performed well, and I don't think that the team isn't giving effort. I don't know what it is, because I feel like their defense was better last year, but on the course of the season, they're 28th against quarterbacks, 30th against running backs, 22nd against wide receivers, 28th against tight ends. They are not a tough matchup. So
this
JJ,
is what I mean, man. You have to have a game that shows a flash.
You're in a dome. You've got an easy defense. Do something. Do it.
Yeah,
and
poke
throw
him
the
with a
ball
stick,
to
man.
Justin Jefferson.
It's the Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it. Throw the ball to Jefferson. Throw the ball to Addison. Hawkinson.
Don't throw to him.
He's actually been.
Yeah,
he's actually been like 6 for 59 last week. Okay.
He had a
Just
deep reception, 29-yard catch. It was pretty good.
So all the Jefferson questions, like if you can't play Jefferson in this game, you will never need. There's never a time to play him again this season. That's the real truth. If you can't play him against the 31st ranked Washington wide receiver defense at home with JJ, because there's no cavalry. There's no other quarterbacks showing up.
Yeah.
This is like, yes, you play JJ to me.
Yeah, he's my new start of the week. You
Jefferson?
Yes, Justin
That's
Jefferson.
fine. Yeah, I allow the pivot. People need it.
Justin Jefferson absolutely should be started. So like Justin Jefferson and Michael Wilson, the guy I said I would be starting Justin Jefferson.
Play him.
I know he's only scoring like 8 fantasy points a game in his starts with 9, but this is a good matchup. Justin Jefferson's probably the best wide receiver in the National Football League. It will be a get right situation.
Yeah, I just man. He is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, he's got 10 interceptions, not 9. I thought 9 was maybe an interception nickname for McCarthy. Brosmer.
It
okay.
was.
You're the backup. Play your running backs if whoever's starting in Minnesota. Are you okay with that or not really?
You should be. You like if Aaron Jones was limited on Wednesday, it makes sense to play them, but I would be terrified if both are active. Like if Aaron Jones
both are active,
if Aaron Jones doesn't play, then you're like, okay, I get it. I can jam Jordan Mason in there at a flex spot.
You guys might disagree with me on this, but I am completely comfortable with Terry McLaurin in this game. I look at Marcus Mariota as kind of like Brissett light right now, where the production is going to be there. I mean, I think he's been over 210 passing yards in every one of his starts.
Yeah,
or close to it. I mean, I have no problem with him in this game, and they may have some short fields.
He's been very, very good, and I want to say against the Vikings defense. I mean, we saw them just shut down JSN completely for the first time all season. So it scares me a little bit. But what we saw last week was against the tough Denver defense. So he's okay to me.
You would start Chris Rodriguez if you had to start a Commander running back?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is one area of the Vikings 20th in the last 6 weeks.
You guys remember Bill? Man, I was running out of those Bill Krosky jokes, and he did me a solid. He's like, I got you. You're not going to need those anymore.
You should take that drop and slow it down and twist it up and make a sad version. It's
I'm
just a Bill. Yeah, it's not good. Debo, is he a flex play?
I would prefer not.
He seemed pretty banged up during that last game. I don't know.
He's been top 36 3 straight weeks with Mariota.
The defense freaks me out.
Prefer to play McLaurin and not Debo.
Zach Ertz or Kyle Pitts? Zach Ertz last week, 13 targets, 10 catches.
Yeah, Ertz is way better than Kyle Pitts.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll get into some more matchups.
All right. We are in the heart of the fantasy season, and the injuries are already piling up. ACLs, stingers, and turf toes, oh my. In fact, the only thing right now that feels good is having the perfect backup ready to go. So wouldn't it be great if you had a perfect backup in real life too? With Progressive, you get more than just a policy. You get a playbook full of coverage options that you can count on for your home or for your auto. You want to customize your protection? No problem. You can build your coverage just like your fantasy team, making sure you got the right players in every position and a backup plan when you need it most. And when life throws an audible, like that fumble in the driveway or a hailstorm at home, Progressive is there with 24/7 support. Don't get caught without a great backup. Visit Progressive.com to quote today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party issuers. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to term, policy, limits, and conditions. With the U.S. Bank Smartly Visa Signature Card, you earn an unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. That's right, every purchase. 2% cash back at restaurants, 2% cash backs at the gym, which you'll need to burn off those restaurant calories. Groceries? Yep, you'll earn 2% cash back on those too. New tires, new outfits, New York City getaway, all earn 2% cash back. Noticing a trend? So whether you're splurging on concert tickets, fueling up for your commute, or shopping for that perfect birthday gift for the bestie, you'll be earning unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Visit usbank.com/smartlycard to learn more. The creditor and issuer of this card is U.S. Bank National Association, pursuant to a license from Visa USA Incorporated. Some restrictions may apply.
But see what I mean? Like, this week is weird. Where it's like, you have your guys, you're like, I would never bench them no matter what. And everyone else, you're like, everyone's just red flags everywhere.
I was just thinking about the fact that, what year is this for Kyle Pitts?
4?
Is it 4 or 5?
I think
Year 4. Imagine when he was drafted. If I told you, I go,
this
hey,
is year 5.
Hey, by the way, in 4 years from now, you're gonna still think Zach Ertz is better than him. That sentence wouldn't have been real. Miami's 5-7, still fighting. New York, the Jets, they still have a franchise. 3-9 at home. Miami favored by 2.5. Over under 41.5. Here's more weird for you, Mike. We get these 33, 40, 41. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Miami's won 4 of 5, guys. 4 of 5.
Impressive.
And they had lost like a bunch of one-score games. They could have beat the Chargers, right? They had a bunch of close games. They're really, it's a credit to their head coach.
Sure.
In my opinion.
No, when things are bad, we dunk on people.
Yeah, they're not playing,
give him the accolades if he's performing.
Exactly. And the alternative is John Gannon. The Jets will start Tyrod Taylor again, Breece Hall.
Referred to himself as a decoy?
He referred to himself as a decoy last week because the plan was to throw the ball a lot. Just call me decoy.
But you could throw the ball to Breece. The transition of what this team was at the beginning of the year when they were, they had the compliment. It was Breece Hall. It's Braylon Allen. Braylon Allen's the hammer. Breece is still getting work on the ground, but they're throwing to him a ton. 4 targets, 3, 6, 6, 5. And then Braylon Allen gets hurt, and they're like, no, we don't throw to Breece Hall anymore. It's so bizarre.
It just hasn't been like the Justin Fields. Like, we hadn't seen Justin Fields or Tyrod Taylor really with Breece Hall, and it just hasn't happened. They've been trying to really use Adonai Mitchell and John Mechie and some of these, Mason Taylor. I don't get excited about playing a Jet right now, but I do think there's opportunity.
Yeah, and are you ping-ponging? Like, are you going, 2 weeks ago it was Mechie. Last week, Adonai was the one who came through. I'm staying
with Adonai.
Adonai, okay.
Yeah, I'm staying with Adonai because I want touchdowns.
Yeah, you want the deep shot.
Yeah, they're going to take shots.
39% target share.
Mechie is
insane.
I think his floor is maybe higher because easier connections, but Adonai Mitchell, he'll get some deep shots a la an Alec Pierce where you just connect on one of those and your fantasy day is way better.
Yeah, 100 yards last week. You're not going to get that with Mechie. 6, 7, 12 targets.
Kyle wants everyone to know that Meowson Taylor still hasn't forced a missed tackle.
Yeah, he tracks it very closely.
Closely. How have you not forced a missed tackle yet?
I don't know, Mike.
Yeah, you do. Meow.
That's on 39 catches. 39 catches.
Make something happen.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Kyle, find us. Let me know if other tight ends are in the same boat or if he really is standing alone.
Oh, that would be real fun.
I would like to know. That's your job for the rest of the show. Al's busy making lightning effects, and your job is to figure out if Meowson Taylor is a lone kitty cat or not. On the other side, Devon Achane is a machine. I brought up Ollie Gordon as a backup option because the matchup is so good. I do think they'll give him work. He is a great complement. He had 9 carries 2 weeks ago. He only had 3 this past week. It was a tighter game. Like if they have a real back and forth affair, maybe he'll get out there. Jalen Waddle. I've been a little bummed out.
He is worth a discussion because the target share is there, but this is the team has transformed. Like the McDaniel, Tua, Tyreek, everything is high flying. That doesn't seem to be the path forward anymore. So while Jalen Waddle is alone and consuming most of the pie has really shrunk.
And then he hasn't made the most of his opportunities, whether that's Tua's fault or not. He had 3 great weeks. Kind kind of post Tyreek injury, but his catch rate the last 2 weeks, 43 and 50%.
Yeah, it's been disappointing. I'm still going to be starting Waddle every week. This matchup is not a great one for him. The Jets, while their defense is not great, you run on the Jets. They're top 5 against wide receivers when you adjust for the schedule. So Waddle is in a slightly tough situation here, but the 33% target share, that's what I am targeting. Is I want guys who are getting the ball thrown their way.
Let's go directly to our kitty cat reporter. Kyle, what is the report on Mason Taylor's breaking tackle situation?
Meow.
Oh, all right. So the report is he is alone above 20 receptions with no forced missed tackles?
Correct.
Is that your way of telling me Zach Ertz has broken a tackle?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah.
They said it couldn't be done.
So this is not a bit. This is accurate.
All
this is analysis.
Sometimes bits are accurate.
Yeah, those are the best bits, really. So all other tight ends who have not forced a missed tackle have fewer than 20 receptions.
And he's at 39.
He's at nearly 40.
Maybe he's just not into that.
Oh, I know he's not.
Darren Waller is the play of the day for me in this entire game. He's the most exciting for me because this is a position of great need in fantasy. He was out there running routes in his first game back, and you're going to get more acclimated. The matchup on the year, it's good against the Jets, not in recent weeks, but I don't care. I'm going to play Darren Waller.
Yep, I'm with you.
The New Orleans Saints. Let's just keep talking about teams that the Patriots have beaten. All right, the Saints are 2-10. I don't know, man.
Into dunk on the Patriots.
I don't know.
The number one team in the AFC.
I don't know, dude. I vacillate between my love of Drake May and Mike Vrabel and my hatred of the dynastic success of the Patriots for so many years, where I'm like, let somebody else have something.
Yep.
And now they're back atop the division. I don't care, man. The Saints are 2-10. The Buccaneers are 7-5. Tampa Bay 8.5-point favorites. They need this one. The over/under is 42.5. This is the largest spread of Week 14, 8.5 points. Tampa Bay beat them 23-3 in Week 8. Tyler Shuck has been playing well. I think it will be a really bad situation though for them if Chris Olave misses this game. He is so much of a go-to guy when needed. Mind you, he did cost them the entire game last week, but also they wouldn't have been there without him. So.
Right, yeah, but he switched it.
He's had 10 plus fantasy points in 6 or 7 weeks. If he's active, are you right back to him?
Yeah,
figuring he can make it through the back injury.
I mean, he was my start of the week prior to the injury. I like the matchup. I like what I've been seeing with Shuck. He has been much, much better, and the matchup is pretty good. I mean, they're going to have to throw the ball. Now, if Olave doesn't play, Vele.
I think even if Olave plays, Vele is at least interesting. We really have, I think we have, 4 games of Shuck. We have 3 games of actual full-time Devon Vele for the New Orleans Saints. It was the week before the bye that he jumped from being like a mid 20% of the snaps type of a play, 30%, all the way up to 87%, and that's where he has stayed. He is a full-time player, and now back-to-back weeks, 7 targets against Atlanta, didn't turn into production, but we at least saw some signs of life, and then he caught all 8 of his targets against Miami.
Let's have a little fun with Tyler Shuck for the people out there. We haven't got to talk about him much this year. He's got his opportunity. I want you to guess some numbers for me. Just looking at his last 3 games, if you project it over a season, first of all, blowing away the Caleb Williams completion percentage. Do you know where he's at? It's a nice number.
I think
he's I was going to say about 69%.
69%. He's on pace for, again, 3-game sample, 4,300 yards, 23 touchdowns.
Yeah, we're cutting out
11 picks.
Cutting out his first start.
No, I think that's fine. I think that's appropriate to cut out the first start.
Okay.
Mind you, it was against Tampa, which he plays this week. But, yeah, I mean, you need you've never taken a snap in the NFL. I think you look at where you're trending, and I'm just throwing it out there. He's on pace for a solid season, a starter-worthy season.
Yeah. Certainly a better season than Cam Ward, statistically.
Yeah.
Cam Ward, I think, is on pace for 10 touchdowns, which would be
serious?
like the lowest ever or something.
I mean, yeah, is
that true?
Well, he has 7 right now, and he's playing every week. So the math checks out. Also, same amount of interceptions.
Yeah, on pace for 10 passing touchdowns. Fewest passing touchdowns for a quarterback to start all 17 games would be Trevor Lawrence, who got to 12.
And I just don't know how to feel about the Cam Ward situation overall. Because if you told me that if you told me that you get Olave and Juwan Johnson and Bailey and Kamara for your team, or you get Chimere DK and Iomanner as your starters,
he had Ridley for the first half of the year.
Ridley missed quite a bit of time.
Yeah, and he just wasn't good.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, a lot falls at his feet. I'm just saying yeah. So it is what it is. Tampa Bay, they should be able to handle business. Bucky Irving, it was great to see. They went right to him. There was no limiting of the touches. 19 running back touches, 5 for White, 2 for Tucker. Emeka Egbuka, is he a must start anymore?
Ooh, Jason.
Emeka Egbuka.
I don't think he is a must start guy every week. He
Egbuka
needs
Wilson.
to be.
Let's play the name game.
Brian
Thomas Jr. or Emeka Egbuka.
Oh man, that was dirty.
I'm playing Egbuka in that situation. I don't think that you're going to see Evans or McMillan this week.
All right.
In which case, I'm going to take the targets.
Egbuka or Terry.
Andy. Well, Andy said he was the Terry guy.
I know.
Egbuka.
All right, Egbuka or Devontae Smith against the Chargers.
Jason?
Devontae Smith.
All right. Yeah, I mean it does feel like kind of we need a game.
I mean we have
need a game.
7. His last 7 games, he's had one where he scored 10 points. He's had one where he scored 8 points. He's on pace for 153 targets in that stretch. It's really confusing. It is confusing. It's
and he had the hamstring injury, and everything has happened since the hamstring injury. So I just get a little are we fools?
We're not. Look, here's the truth. Egbuka is awesome.
Yes.
He is a great wide receiver. He is an unbelievable route runner, has great hands. He's in a very tough
791 receiving yards
now.
already.
Yeah.
But it's a tough run. But that's where I'm going. I'm okay. I'm okay with it. I'm a little nervous, but I'm okay with it. You talked about Devin Neal, Mike, at running back on the other side. I forgot to mention him on the way down.
The opportunities will be there.
Juwan Johnson, it's a dart throw at tight end, and one that I'll probably take with another player this week. That was Fantasy Forecast presented by Prize Picks. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports app. Use the code Footballers and get $50 in lineups when you play $5. All right, more matchups tomorrow in the Fantasy Face-Off, the Wheel of Shame. Yeah, that's me. 2 tiebreakers.
You had your chances.
Yeah.
I did, and I think I'll let Mike in the show with his favorite drop of the day as we get ready for Thursday Night Football, but we will catch you on tomorrow's episode. Don't forget, jointhefoot.com for the ultimate dashboard. Get ready for the week, the advanced start, sit, tool, and more. Go ahead, Mike.
Isaac, don't let us down.
Don't let Mike down.
Yes. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Join our fantasy football community on jointhefoot.com and follow us on Twitter @TheFFBallers.